As an asphalt paving contractor, one of the biggest issues you have is generating commercial, large scale types of jobs and leads. So, how do you go about that? How do you start getting leads for some of these bigger jobs? I'm going to show you guys a way to think about things and how you should use the internet in order to get you more leads for those types of jobs. What up there, guys? Izzy here once again, the Asphalt Marketing Pro, here to help asphalt paving contractors, paving companies understand this internet and how to use it correctly to help them generate leads for their business. Now, in this video, I want to discuss how you can start to generate more large scale commercial types of jobs and leads for your paving company and your paving services. I get reached out by a lot of business owners, and one of the things that I get questions for is they want to attract people that want to do like a parking lot, people that want like a large scale type of job, because of course, larger scale jobs, you get generate more money, you generate you pay your workers, pay for all your bills, all this stuff. You just the bigger jobs equals more money, period. But what I try to tell paving contractors is you have to think about it as your customer. You have to place yourself in your customer's shoes. Where would they go in order to look for a paving company? So let's say, for example, that I own an apartment complex and my parking lot's gone to hell. And I've been thinking about it for a long time to start getting it redone, getting it repaved, getting things, resurfaced, or whatever I have to do to get this thing done. One of the first things that the property owner, am going to do, you have to place yourself in their shoes. Let's say as a group of people, homeowners association, they are looking to repave all the roads in the neighborhood. What are they going to start to do? Where are they going to go to look for these types of services? And of course, also said somebody owns a gigantic warehouse near you. They have a huge commercial area where they park their cars and everything, and they need to get that redone. Let's say they need to get it seal coated. Thinking about fixing the damage on it or just getting the whole damn thing repaved. Where are those people going to go? More than likely, they're going to whip out their phone and they're going to start to do their research and look for a paving contractor near them using their smartphone. So it is your job as the paving company to position yourself in front of those people the moment they are looking for that service. And how do you do that? You do that by creating a Google business profile, setting that thing up correctly, and building out a really well structured website that is very, very specific and tells the end user exactly what services you do and where exactly you provide those services. So let me explain a few scenarios here so you can think about. Now, more than likely, from one of my stats that I've seen, it's about 75%, 80% of all searches are now done on a smartphone. I always tell people, even grandmas are out there looking and using their smartphone to look for local services. So the whole idea of the game is to position again, place yourself in your customer's shoes. They're looking at their parking lot out the window. They're fed up with it. They've been talking about it with their people in the HOA. They want to just get things fixed up. They're going to start to do some research. But I'm going to show you on my screen what shows up, but it's going to be pretty much the same on a smartphone. But you have to think about it, on a smartphone, the screen's a lot smaller. So it's going to be a lot more competitive online. So let's just say, for example, that I lived in San Jose, California. There's about 1 million people. There's a big, big area. I'm sure there's dozens and dozens of paving contractors in the area. So I'm going to start doing my research, right? I want an apartment complex. What am I? Again, think about it as you are a customer. What are they thinking? You have to place yourself in their shoes. So I type in paving company near me. And the very first thing that shows up on this first page are going to be advertising. And most of the time, these are landscapers. Google doesn't really, these are called paid advertising, local service area ads, things like that. They don't really help these with the asphalt paving contractors. They usually put in landscapers in here. So naturally, I'm just going to scroll down here. And the very first three businesses that I see are the ones listed here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on these, take a look and see what they got going on. Take a look at their services. They all look like paving contractors, but these are the first three. They're going to get all of the action. Any further than that, more than likely they're not. So, for example, I've been helping with his marketing and his advertising online. So let's go ahead and click on his website. Again, think about it. I live in San Jose and I'm looking to fix up my parking lot. Asphalt paving in San Jose. Oh, Interesting. Looking for an asphalt paving in San Jose. Yes, that's exactly where I'm at. Let's see some of the services. Hey, look at that. He does parking lot paving. Let me go ahead and click on that. San Jose asphalt parking lot paving. Got it. Okay, so he does paving for parking lots in that town. Do you see what I'm saying? I positioned this guy's website and his Google business profile to get in front of those people that are looking for those paving services the moment they're looking for them. So let's do another one. Think about another thing that your potential customers will type in: parking lot paving. That's something I would probably type in if I lived in San Jose. And I see that's another thing too. You have to understand that people already know that their phone knows where they're at. So they're just going to type in the service, parking lot paving, right? So here we go. What's the first three in here? These are the ones that are going to get the action. Again, this business is positioned right here, right? And most people don't really scroll down any further than that, right? So you just position yourself here. There's that listing again and again. It goes to his website. Let's try a different term, right? What's another thing? What's something else that your customers are going to type when they're looking for that service? They're going to type in, you know what? I need an asphalt paving contractor near me, things like that. So again, asphalt paving contractor. I type that in, and again, you're going to see probably those same three businesses again. And this is where the vast majority of all these customers looking for paving services, they're going to land in one of these three. So it is your objective to get your business in this position. So how exactly do you do that? Well, like I mentioned earlier, you have to structure and set up your website to be very specific about the services that you provide in the location you provide those services, so that all of that information gets transferred into these listings right here. So that's exactly what we did for this guy's website, right? He does asphalt paving in San Jose. He provides all of these services: driveway paving, parking lots, roads, asphalt repair, seal coating, striping. He does parking lot overlays, resurfacing, parking lot repairs, seal coating. He does surrounding cities. But if you go through his website and look up like seal coating, San Jose Seal Coating Services. If you go through road paving company in San Jose. If you look at his website up here to one of those pages, let's say parking lot resurfacing, trusted asphalt parking lot resurfacing in San Jose. Do you see what I'm saying? These pages are very specific, and they tell the end user, your customers, exactly what the services they provide in that local area. And what Google is doing, it's relaying that information to that potential business, to that potential customer through this business profile. So it is your job to make sure you structure a website that's answering all those questions, all the services, and explaining to your customers all the different services, variety of services you do when it comes to paving contractors. Just like this guy, he does it all: parking lot overlays, resurfacing, repairs. We're still adding pages as we go. He does curbs and gutters. He does specific asphalt driveway paving repairs, resurfacing, new installations, tear out nodes, where we're just going to keep adding more and more pages to his site, thoroughly explaining to his customers exactly what he does. And it relays to that Google business profile and places him in front of those customers already looking for the services that he's offering. Now, does this actually work? Does this get businesses, paving contractors, leads for business? It absolutely does. So as I was explaining, I'm helping that contractor in that San Jose area start to generate more leads. And you can see the clicks to his website and actual visits to his website are increasing over time. He's got 45 here in May. May hasn't even finished up. 45 visits. Let's say half of those click on her, and he's getting some leads that way. He's getting some phone calls. They're starting to climb as well. This is some older data, but we're getting things going. But it helps another guy I've been helping for a while now. You can see just the number of visits: 117 visits, phone calls. Gets about 50 phone calls every month now, just off that business profile that I was explaining earlier, just off the list, especially when people scroll on the phone. Believe it or not, a lot of times people don't even visit the website. They just click the actual listing and tap on that phone and actually call directly off of Google. See, what Google's doing is reading all that website, reading all the information, reading all the pages on that website, and relaying it to the customer so that the customer is getting what they are looking for. So now you're probably wondering, Is it difficult to position your business into that three pack of the Google business profile and position your business right in front of those people, especially those people looking for larger, work, big commercial project things like that? Is it difficult to do? In a way, it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Ultimately, what Google's doing with those business profiles, when it's all said and done, all Google's doing is looking for the three best, what it deems to be the best paving contractors in a particular area. So in San Jose, it's going to show some different contractors as compared to Los Angeles, San Diego, and even some of those smaller towns. What Google's always going to do is try to go out there and pick what it deems to be the best. And it is your job as the paving contractor to prove to Google that you are the best. And the way that you do that is by getting a lot of reviews, making sure you have a really, really well structured website, thoroughly explaining all the services they provide in that particular area. See, Google knows when a business has spent time, energy, and money on a really well structured, they call it search engine optimized website in order to get found online. Google knows all this stuff. Google knows if you're out there trying to promote your businesses on other platforms, like on Yelp, like on Home Advisor, like on networks, like all these other places. Google knows that if you're in directories, Google knows that you're out there sponsoring teams in the local community. Google knows all that stuff. Google knows the type of reviews that you're getting. Google knows if people know your brand out in the area. So it is your job to just keep promoting and keep doing that. And that's how it places you up on the top of those search results. And what Google's looking for, the search engine is looking for proof that you are trustworthy, you're good at what you do, and Google's willing to recommend your business to the people in that local region. So that's part of what I do here to help paving contractors. I help them with all of their online stuff, help them with their business profiles, help them with their websites, build up the trust, all that stuff to get their business out there and position them in front of those people that are already looking for those commercial services. Because this is what people do to look for local services. They start doing their homework, they start doing their research, and they start going on Google, they go on their smartphone and typing in those services and looking for them on their phone. So if you guys want help with any of that stuff, something that might interest you in getting your business out there in front of people looking for your services already, you can visit my website. I give out some tips, advice on some of the stuff that you can do yourself to get things going. If you want to book a call with me and see if I can help you fix up the listing profile, your website, all that stuff, and just build out your online presence to get more exposure, more leads, book a call with me. I'll help you to do all of that stuff. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.